Hey guys, Keroo here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the Buster Machine FS-0O Frog from Tokimei Sentai Gobusters. This is an aquatic buster machine that only appears in Tokimei Sentai Gobusters the movie, Protect Tokyo and a Tower, and can change between two modes. So this includes two things, the Buster Machine and the Broid figure, which I'm starting off having attached. Another thing is that I'm starting off in Buster Animal mode because out of the two modes, there's a little bit of a problem with the second one as far as what's called, which is something that's a little bit confusing. So, for simplicity's sake, I'm starting out in Buster Animal mode. So, as is indicated by the name, this is a frog, and the FS stands for Frog Submarine, which is also pretty apparent by some of the parts on it, which are these two turbines, and this section that resembles a periscope. So the frog head is right here, and it does look a good deal like a frog. A couple of nice eyes, which are silver with metallic blue, and a mouth that's right here, that's in gray. And one thing you might notice about this whole thing in its shape is that it resembles RH-03 Rabbit. And that's because, just bringing Rabbit in for comparison, Frog is a green recolor of Rabbit with some different parts. However, I've noticed that it has a couple of special features. One is that you can open the mouth and then extend out this boxing glove here, which is also kind of like a tongue. And the other one is that from here you can fire these three tadpole missiles. And taking a close look at one of them, you can see that it is this small little tadpole with a couple of little red eyes. And as demonstrated, they're all pressure missiles, which doesn't work out too badly. And how far they fire depends on how much pressure you put on them. So now that I've showed that, we can change it to its other mode. So to do that is pretty simple. You just fold out the front legs, then fold back the back legs. And here's its secondary mode. And here's the reason why I started in Buster Animal mode, is because there's a disjunct between the box and the instructions on what this is called. The box calls this Buster Vehicle mode, while the instructions call it Diving mode. So I'm not entirely sure which one is correct. And to be honest, I'm kinda a little bit leaning toward the whole diving mode thing, because this doesn't look that much like a submarine, and it really looks more like a frog swimming. And the thing is that, also the reason why I started with the Broid figure attached is because while you can technically have it in something like this, in the actual movie, FS-0O Frog always appears with this attached. It doesn't have any kind of standby mode like this. Though with that out, I can show off the Broid figure. This is Eniton, which is a frog Broid. Now the thing is that, as you can see, this is, well, very, very small, to the point where, you know, it doesn't even make up the entirety of the back and only a small section. And this isn't really actually that much of a Broid. It's actually more of a mascot for Enitron, which is the energy source for Gobusters. So it's still pretty nice, and it does look pretty nice. But there isn't too much to this, and yeah, it's just a little bit odd compared to the other ones because it's just this small section that's cut on the back like this. But it's nice that it's added in there. So you can just get this back like that. Although if you want, you can fold these up and have it roll around. And you also can switch it down like this to give it a little bit better rolling motion. A little bit of a, well, better position to roll it in. And that's just a play option though. So, besides what it does on its own, it can also combine with CB01 Cheetah and GT02 Gorilla. So I'll go ahead and show you that right now. Something to note is that for this formation, you don't need either of these Broid figures. The only one needed is Enitan. So for CB01, fold out the legs, fold out the arms, just remove the sword part and set it aside as this isn't needed, and fold the arms back. For GT02, detach the cab, fold these out and down, flip these in, take this apart, flip it around, and if you're getting deja vu from my video of Gobuster Keroo, then that's, well, that isn't exactly something that is a surprise. Well, actually, that's not what I mean is that's not coincidence, because this formation is essentially an alternate Gobuster Keroo. So then for FS-0O, detach the Broid figure, detach this front part, fold these at an angle like that, split this in half, fold these like so. Then for each of them you're going to want to take off this part, fold out these three sections, then attach it down here like this. And do the same for the other one. Just like so. And for this one, take off this piece. So, then you put it all together. Put on these pieces to the legs. Putting this on the chest. Folding this down. And from here we can attach the frog pieces. So you attach the arms into the sockets. attach this right here in the chest. Attach the chest right here. Just secure it in place like so. Going into the back and putting this on right here. Then taking this and attaching it to the face like so. And now you have Gobuster Keroo, which is an alternate Gobuster, an alternate Gobuster that replaces rabbit with frog. And the Keroo part is the Japanese word for the sound that a frog makes. So while it's like this, you'll notice that, well, it really is, like I said, an alternate version of Gobuster Keroo. And while the arms are similar, of course they have the turbines at the end. You have the new chest piece and the new face mask, and it does have some nice details. Besides looking like a frog head, also looks like a scuba gear. It looks like some scuba gear with a diving mask and a kind of a snorkel. So that's pretty nice. And again, since this has the same articulation, with being able to rotate these at the shoulder, and being able to rotate the arms at the socket, which is, well, actually it's something that Gobuster didn't really have. It's something that's made possible by the fact that there aren't Broid heads on the shoulders. Although, for poses like this, one thing I like to do is fold in the arm like so that you don't have it hanging down like that. You can still use the boxing glove tongue and the tadpole missiles. So it still has that same playability that it has had as Frog. But besides that, there's not much to it. That is, well, that's it for FS-0O Frog. So as far as this goes, well, it's kind of tricky to give it a strong recommendation, because if you have RH03 Rabbit, then you kind of already have this toy, since, as I said earlier, it's just a recolor of Rabbit with some new parts. So if you like the design and you like the combination it has with Gobuster as Gobuster Keroo, then yeah, I can recommend it. But out of all the Buster machines, since this one is a movie exclusive that probably won't be appearing in the series, and since it's, well, it's not that special, not that unique, it's possibly it's basically the only Buster machine that I could potentially give a pass on, because it's nice for what it is, but it really is not that special, because it doesn't do too much, it doesn't have too much uniqueness to it. So if you like it, get it. If you don't like it, then you can pass on it. So, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and share my channel for more videos. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.